Tune in to UFO Undercover, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, with your host, Joe Montaldo, right here on the Paranormal Radio Network.
Welcome to Negotiating Happiness, the show that helps you find happiness, success, and balance in your work and life. I'm Adriana Fiestra, your host for this journey into entrepreneurship and personal growth. We're broadcasting live on 107.7 and 105.3 FM in New Orleans as part of the United Public Radio Network. We explore the latest strategies, insights, and stories from successful entrepreneurs and experts. From managing stress to building a thriving business, we've got you covered.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Into the Night with me, Sean Kelly. Sorry for the little mumbo jumbo there. It's been a long day. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you. Good to see you, Heidi. Much hearts to you too. I want to thank you, PRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi, for allowing me to give you an hour on a Tuesday night from 8:10 to 9:10 p.m. and also on Sunday nights from 8:10 to 9:10 on UPRN. Hey, Liz, good to see you. Steve, Mr. Wojo, good evening, my brother, to you too. So, couple announcements real quick. This Sunday we had Ben Kennerly on, and he is from England, and he has got together a streaming thing, and it's called Parastream. So if you happen to be on Facebook or anything like that, just type in Parastream, and go like their account, and because they do exactly the same thing as UPRN Radio does. They put out content, Bigfoots, ghosts, all kinds of good stuff, and so go and like it. Why not? And also I'd like to say that it is ADHD Awareness Month, and that's why I got the orange underneath my name there. And so it is it is rough. It took me a long time to realize that, and when I finally actually got to realize that I do have it, then sometimes I could just kick myself in the butt because I didn't. But all in all, I'm working on trying to get better at it. So tonight, okay, it is open mic night, and if there's anybody out there in the chat room right now, hey, Tim Vogel, good to see you. Yes, it is struggle. It's a big struggle, Heidi. Real big struggle. But if there's anybody out there that has, hey, River Rose, good to see you. Oh, man, this is great. Wow. Awesome. I love all the people in. This is great. But if you have anything that you want to talk about, a question that we all can get involved with, open up, just say it, because here we don't judge. On my show, we do not judge. We accept everything for whatever anybody has to say, what kind of questions they have, There's no hatred in this room. Not one, not one hatred. And if you do try to go off the deep end and throw a little hate out there, I will boot you. That's it. Nobody else, because I got a good people who come in and listen to my show all the time. So, but what I want to talk about, and I want to know if anybody else is experiencing this. There is just so much bullcrap going on in the world today, and especially down in Tennessee, North Carolina, and Florida. Okay, and I would be lying to you guys if I told you that it did not bother me, but it does. Okay, it really, really does. And being empathic, okay, um, just watching the stuff on TikTok, some of the bullcrap that's going on down there with people hating on each other, people stopping from other people getting help, and it just seems like everybody's in it for the buck. You know what I mean? Guys who want to go out and stop people from being saved and stuff like that, or help with stuff, water, food, whatever they need, generators, chainsaws. And there's people down there that are standing straight with their chest out and thumping on it like I'm bad. Heidi says, I feel some shady and sketchiness going on behind the scenes. And there is, Heidi. There's a lot of it. I feel the same way too. And for me, when I have been watching YouTubes, I've been watching the news, I've been watching TikTok about it. It's just like I'm fixated on this thing. Because why in the hell do people have to be such ignorance to hurt somebody, to not care about anybody? Now, the real reason I do believe, and it sure is the money. That four-letter word going on down there, they're not nice. They're not a nice company. They're not. And it seems like that they're all for themselves down there. They don't care about people down there. And you see these people struggling. The people down there, the hillbillies. I'm not being derogatory when I say that, but the people that live up in the mountains, the people that live in the little towns that got wiped out, and these people who can do something about it don't give a damn. Is that there is something definitely wrong with that? And when you see it, you want to cry. You really do. Heidi says morals and ethics, or unethical and immoral. It's like the battle between bad and good, evil and good, that's going on down there. For what? They're Americans. They are people. They got husbands, grandmothers, grandfathers, wives, kids, brothers, sisters down there. If I'm not mistaken, if you are in America and you are Americans, should you not help another American? Weber says it's all by design. I got to put this up so I can read it. Weber says it's all by design. How they find these people and hire them is beyond me, because if I tried to get a job with FEMA thinking you are helping and find out differently, I would go off and walk, but not before giving them an earful. It's crazy insane. It definitely is, honey. Steve, Mr. Wojo, it's social media brainwashing people who think they have all the answers. We're supposed to be Americans. Americans should be helping each other. And that's the truth. Sebastian says, missed him. Sebastian says they want to get the people off the land. Sean, why, Sebastian? Why? So they can go and mine that lithium film down there? That's bullshit. River says it's normal Americans are helping each other. Normal Americans. And there's a bunch of them down there, but there's that little theme of people, that are just not like being helpful, you know? And it's not great. Well, Sebastian says, same as going to happen to Florida residents. That's true. I saw on TikTok, Sebastian. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. They had a thing where a lady was filming during the rainstorm, and all of a sudden they found something smoking in their grass. And what did they find? It was dry ice. Dry ice. So, it was a big myth. There was a big myth out there that people were saying that they seeded clouds. Oh, Freighter goes. That depends on your code. Yes, sir. Steven says, same as going on in Florida. Heidi agrees. River says, yes, money, billions for the lithium. Sebastian goes, they want huge smart cities, half-mile high-towered blocks. River says, dry ice is used to make storms more strong and stare them. And Sebastian says, they don't want people to live rural or off-grid. Ain't that a bunch of horseshit? But back to the dry ice. I had a hard time when I first started chasing prophecy and into the night. People told me about them seeding clouds to make it rain hard. Okay? And now I have my proof. I actually saw the dry ice on the grass, and they didn't throw it out there. What? I mean, what has our government got into? I'm not going to listen. This ain't government. This ain't political talk. I don't, whoever wins the presidency, fine, go for it. These are way much further situations that it is kind of like we're helplessness. We're helplessness. We cannot, and you feel it. You want to go down there so bad. I know I do. I want to go down there so bad and help them out to my best abilities. And it's just like, what can I do? And I feel bad that I can't do nothing. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there in the world today. I'm telling you, that want to do it, but they just can't because they have lives. But they feel for the people down there over some dumbass lithium freaking mine. Well, I forget the name of the city that it happened to. Chimney Rock. Yeah, that town was completely wiped out. And then they can come in and say, well, you can't live on this land, so we're going to get this land by eminent domain, which means they don't have to pay a damn thing for it. River Rose says, yes, money, billions for the lithium. Steven says they want huge smart cities, half-mile high tower blocks. River says dry ice is used to make storms more strong and steer them. I already said these, but I'll say it again. They don't want people to live rural and off-grid. And River says that it's the DOD or in DARPA and the NEXRAD rods. Yeah, I saw those rods. I saw them. And then River comes back and says, I am hearing from friends the help from people is coming, but they no longer have the infrastructure, stores, and things to this has to be dealt with fast. Of course it does. Because you know what's going to happen with that big storm going through Florida right now. It takes all the news from North Carolina and Tennessee, okay? So everybody's going to be concentrating on Florida right now, right? And it's just like, okay, if we cause another storm here, right, then people will stop thinking about Tennessee and North Carolina. And people from North Carolina and Tennessee, every one of y'all, especially the ones that are afflicted, I pray for you, okay? I try to send the good energy down to you, and I know you guys are going to get through this. I do know that. We all do. And it's funny, no matter what people throw at Americans, we make it through. It might set us back a couple years, but eventually we get through. I'm not here telling everybody to start a militia and go down and find somebody, grab them off the street and beat their ass. No, I'm not. But I think people have woken up. Okay, here you go. River got, let's see what River has. I am hearing, oh, we read that one. Okay, here we go. We got this one here. River says, as they should be, but we still need to keep the help coming. But I do not have a good feeling about this storm. It's another weapon to destroy. Yes, it is another weapon. And why would our people, our own leaders, do this to others? It's like they hate America. If you hate us that bad, okay, then freaking leave. I am sure, and I can guarantee it, there's probably lithium in other countries. But no, they got to do it here, But I will tell you this, people are starting to wake up. People are actually starting to see what the hell's going on, what the government is trying to do, and what these private companies are going to do. Billions of dollars in the lithium bit. Billions. Okay, Rose got some. There's talk, this is what Rose says. There's talk of a smart city being planned in Tampa, and there is minerals also in the ground. Yeah. What kind of minerals, though? Lithium? Who knows? Liz says it's an awful world. The world is going crazy, and over here in the UK, our government isn't for the people either. And I heard about the tornado is coming to Florida on the news. It is a bad one. I will pray for them all in the storms. Thank you for that, Liz. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing the prayers, because they need them. They, honest to God, need them. In fact, if you want to really look at the whole picture, I believe everybody in the United States, in the whole world, need prayers. Okay? We need them. I think they broke the camel's back on this one. We're not going to take no shit from anybody. I believe that. Like I said, I'm not causing a riot here or something like that. I'm just voicing my opinion, because I really don't get the chance to voice it anywhere. River says, I feel it being done because they can't, and they are hitting red states because we won't vote for the corruption, so they're hitting us hard. You know what? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go out of contents here, but you're right, River. They are hitting all this red states. And, I hate talking bad about people, but the one that's running against Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, I don't know. I saw her on The View the other day or today, whatever, and I was just shaking my head. It got so bad I couldn't watch the thing. That's why I don't like to put politics into my shows, because it's my view. But all this shit happening at one time before November 5th, it's crazy. People have to go that low, get that freaking low, just so somebody doesn't get into office. And Sebastian says, you are right, Sean, but they have all the weapon tech in place now. The plan is to wipe the surface while they are in dooms or dumbs, whatever that means. River Rose says Kamala Harris's husband is involved in the lithium mines with Vanguard and BlackRock. It is a corrupt world now, and all they politics. Yeah, it's true, Liz. And River's saying that her Kamala's husband, right? You know, he has a lot of money into that lithium mine. You know, and Vanguard and BlackRock aren't. I don't even want to go there. That's for another show. Heidi says, if you win by cheating, you're still an effing loser. That's true. That is so true. Because I know what they did back in the 2020 election, and I'm just waiting for the crap to happen again, you know. But people woke up from 2020. Okay. I just want my America back to being the America I grew up with. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I just like, you know, my Irish gets up every now and then. But I'll tell you what really, really, really got me mad. And I don't know if people saw this. But there was a helicopter that came down where they had all kinds of stuff for people, and they got so low that they messed up the whole site. They messed it up. Everything was blown all over the place. And then after that happened, then the helicopter went away. Okay, everybody's leaving, so I guess I must have touched something. You know, everyone's leaving the show, so I must have said something wrong, but this is my show, and I just need to share how I feel. Michelle says that America's gone. You will never be like that again. It's very sad. You know who I feel sorry for is the children. The children now. I want my America back. That's what I want. River says, I saw the video of the helicopter. I want to know who gave the orders for that bullcrap. I can take an educated guess, though, and I guess everybody knows who ordered that one. But we have to, like, kind of watch out what we say, because, yeah, so everybody's leaving the show. Yep, there we go. Good. But you know what? That's okay. You know, I had to express how I felt, what was going on, you know. Mr. Rogers said, it's all about power, and our government tries to tweak the Constitution. Heidi goes, between the hurricanes, Diddy, and the NFL, the circus tent is full. So while the sheep are entertained sleeping, what the WTF is really going on? I believe they want a whole new world order. That's what I'm thinking. That's what they want. But they don't realize that people in America, are waking up to their bullshit. Okay? They're waking up to the bullshit. I read in the news where one dude beat the crap out of 3 state troopers because they came on the dude's land and they wanted. I don't know the reason why. I don't know why, but he beat the crap out of them. And then there was a dude from FEMA, pumping his checks, acting like a real a-hole, and he got his ass kicked. Pretty soon it's not going to be fist. Pretty soon it's going to go into all kinds of pew-pews, if everyone calls them pew-pews. Michelle says, for real at Heidi. And River says, right now it's all a wild card. We see it, and we will stand our ground. And I do believe we will. But the shit gotta go. People gotta start living. Okay, hold on a second. We got Heidi here. My thoughts too, New World Order. And in our news, there is a time capsule at Denver International to be opened by the people of Colorado in 2094. God only knows what's going to be in there. That would be interesting. 2094. Well, I guess, I won't be around, so, I'll get a ringside seat when that situation happens. They call it global warming, so the governments around the world are getting rich from it. That is true, Mr. Wojo. Yes, they are. And it is not global warming. I mean, they probably sold that a long, long time ago, but now they can't because we know what the hell's going on. We know what's going on. Sebastian says, the murals, I'm from Pittsburgh, so I can't pronounce words. The murals at Denver Airport are worth looking at. Oh, I bet. I flew into the Denver Airport when I was in the service. I stayed like 3 or 4 hours over. To be honest with you, that's a really big high elevation for me, and I had a little hard time breathing, And but not, what I know today, why did I not know back then? Because I was an 18-year-old young dumb person that really didn't care except being in the Navy for 4 years. And right underneath of me, all that, whatever's down there, was there. Steven says, Mr. Wojo, excuse me, population control. But why, Wojo? Why do they want to control the population? For what? What's there to control? Are we going to end up like China where we can only have one baby now? Where families can only have one baby? Are they going to pull that on us? Heidi says on the Flatrion's Rocky Mountains, there's a plaque that shows the future of the peaks 2034-ish. I did not hear nothing about that, Heidi. But you know what? I am going to retire in 3 to 5 years from now. And you know what? I think I am going to get like a little RV and I'm going to head on out to Colorado and check it out. Mojo says, for our resources. And River goes back and says, their own gain and greed, and so we don't see them for what we are. Sebastian said, Salem's Green to Logan's Run. Wow. Whew. I need to take a breather here, ladies and gentlemen. I need to take a breather. But it's getting to that time where, I'm at the halfway point to where I got to take a little break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a couple other commercials of other shows here on the UPRN radio station, and I will be back. So everybody, get a coffee, do what you got to do, go to the bathroom, whatever. But I will be back shortly. And who shall we listen to today? Oh, I know who we can listen to in the second half. We'll go there.
Welcome to the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Amelia Pisano. Airing live on the United Public Radio Network, 105.3 FM in New Orleans.
When they are consuming your minds and your thoughts and your dreams, from the angels to the demons and to the mysteries unseen, there is no need to worry. There is no need for dread. It's just time to discuss the thing at the foot of the bed.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to the second part of the show, Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly. I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 New Orleans, 107.7 Mississippi. And first half, I was voicing my feelings toward what's going on in the world today, forgot to tell you that the month of October is ADHD Awareness Month. And that's why I got the orange underneath it. But back to what we were talking about, I did like kind of take a couple breaths and stuff like that, kind of like relax a little bit and chill out. But, it's just not right. It's just not right. We had a couple of people who have said stuff. Well, we were on break. Mr. Wojo says foreign governments buying our agriculture, foreign dependency, etc. Yes. And Heidi says Colorado and Washington State are gorgeous and mystical. And I hear about that. Hey, Stony. Hey, Miss Hobbit, Stone Hobbit. That's my girl. She made it. Good. I hope your thing went okay today. But, one day I'll get out west because the East is screwed up. It is. The East is screwed up. I mean, people are lost. People don't smile no more, ladies and gents. They don't smile. Nobody's happy. And I see it every day. And it's sad. It's sad. And even if you try to make somebody's day, they get mad at you. It's great. You can't even, I mean, even the people I work with, man, they're mad. There's a lot of anger going on out there. My friend taught me a long time ago when I really started getting into the metaphysical. She would tell me that all the anger, all the bad emotions that you have inside. Yes, Stephen, Mr. Wojo, the East is a mess. But she taught me a long time ago that all the negative energy that's inside you, and the more angry that you get, all that goes out into the universe, goes out into the atmosphere. And it's one big blob of negativity. So, can you imagine all the negative down everywhere? How much negativity is in the air right now? And no matter how hard we try, the empaths, they know what's going on. And no matter how hard we try to make it okay for us, and no matter how hard we try to, try to spend or share a little love out there, it's just like going through cement. It's like beating your head up against the wall and getting the same results. I've been harping on this for the last 5.5 years. We got to get out of the negative mood. And it really hit me hard. It was like a light bulb went off in my head, saying when that shit happened down in Tennessee and North Carolina and the shit going on down in Florida. It just lit up. It was like, Sean, this is why all this shit is happening. And it's not so much that situation going on down there. It's everywhere. People killing each other. There's no happiness no more. You can't leave you can't leave your car and your keys. Car and your keys. Listen to me. Keys in my car. Mr. Wojo says, again, why is it so easy so to hate but hard to love? This is America, home of the free, home of the brave. But we are losing focus of how great we have living in this beautiful country. Dude, thank you for saying that, Mr. Wojo. And I'm going to say it again because it's so true. Oh, and before I go on, Mr. Wojo down there, him and his good friend Richie B, they have a show Saturday nights at 6 p.m. It's called Bantering with Richie B. And they talk about Bigfoot. They go out and investigate. And as they're investigating, they also film their investigations live. They have an awesome show. And I had them on my guest on Sunday night with that Mr. Ben Kennerly. And it's just like, they're great people. Just want you to know. I just want you to know that, if you're not doing nothing on a Saturday night, 6 p.m., go and watch their show. You'll love it. I guarantee it. They are great people. I can actually call Richie and Mr. Wojo my friends. They're like my brothers. Again, why is it so easy so to hate but hard to love? This is America, home of the free, home of the brave. But we are losing focus of how great we have living in this beautiful country. True. And everyone would probably say, you know what, we're in the 21st century. So, all those things that they taught us in school, they don't teach it no more. They don't teach history. Oh, Heidi got something here. Oop, what do we got? Heidi says, why I haven't watched the news for years. Also an empath. Yes. I try to avoid it. I try to avoid it like the plague, but I am so in tune on the things that are happening in Florida, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Hey, buddy, there's my buddy, Tommy Miller. Yes, good to see you. Hi, Sean. Totally agree about the negative energy. So many people are negative and don't even try to be positive about all the good that still exists in the world. And Richie B. and Steven says, Mr. Woja, thanks, brother. Banter with Richie B. Like and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And Michelle says, love watching them. But, you know, you're right. We have so much to offer. Heidi loves them too. Everybody loves them. They're great people, man. They are great. But we have so much. We have it made. Here in America, we have it made. But people want this and people want that. And then they go and do this to people and kind of like throw a monkey wrench into the weather, or, try to go and take land from eminent domain for their own health, for their own wealth. What can you do with all that money? I've been asking this question for such a long time. Maybe my people out here in the chat room have an answer for that. Oh, yes, ma'am. Gratitude is a game changer, too. Very much so. But, and Michelle says, yes, we do. But I've been meaning to ask this question, asking this question for a long time. What can you do with all that freaking money? How many more castles can you buy? How many more cars can you buy? Or lands, or whatever. But, at the end of time for them, they're going to be buried in a 6 foot, whatever box and buried in the ground with freaking nothing. Nothing. Not at all. And what's to do? Go to their kids and want their kids. It's just too much money. Liz says, yes, there's a lot of hate, not love in this world. A lot of negativity. There should be positivity. It's so awful. What a world. So true, Liz. So true. And you see it over there with, what's his name? Prince William and his wife. She's going through cancer and people are knocking her because of that. People are, how? Why? Are we that damn ignorant? I don't know why people are like this. There's something definitely wrong going on. Mr. Wojo said, it's sad that our religion beliefs are under attack constantly. And he's got a point there, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, every religion is under attack. For me, it's simple. I will respect what you believe in. All I ask in return is that you respect what I believe in. I'm not here to judge, and you've heard me say this many a times on my show. I'm not allowed to judge. I can't judge, and I won't judge you. There's only one person who can, and he's upstairs. And he's got the book. He's got the book. They ain't no dummies. Kason, hey, buddy, good to see you. Welcome for coming on. There. Joe says, Sean, I need to petition you to start an hour later. I wish I could, man, but that's blocked. That's already taken, sir. Here's what you do. You write an email to Joe Montaldo at iCard.net, and tell him your grievances, and we'll see what he has to say. But I'm glad you made it, though, brother. I'm glad you made it. Michelle says, we definitely need peace and harmony, not hate and destruction. And we do need that, Michelle. Everywhere. We need it everywhere. You know, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of people flexing their muscles and destroying people's lives just because they want money. You know, Michelle says, treat people how you want to be treated. My motto, that is so true, everybody. My motto, treat people how you want to be treated. It's a fact. Joe Fox says, I see you have a great bunch of listeners here tonight. Joe, I got the best, dude. I got the best listeners in the world. I mean, bar none. I mean, they're top notch. They're like the best listeners a person could have. They're good. They're loving. They're caring. And see, they can say whatever they want to say in my chat, in my show, because it's an open show. Unless you say the F word 3,000 times, then you know you got to go. But you know what? You know, I treat my people in this chat room like I want to be treated, and they're good people. That's why I really look forward to Sundays and Tuesday nights, especially if I'm having a rough week. That's Joe saying, yeah, a lot of great listeners here tonight. And Liz says, money is the root of evil. Of course it is. You know, I'm happy and content with what I'm at. I'm not rich. I don't have the fancy cars. I don't have a big ass house. But you know what? I'm happy. I got a roof over my head. I have food in my stomach. And the most important thing, I have a son who loves me and respects me as I love him and respect him. And I got family who love me and respect me for who I am. And I can count, like on my hand here, right? I can count how many truly good, close friends I have. And you know what? I'm okay with it. You know. Okay, we got, Stoney came in. So what you got, honey? Just by being here in your best version in the now, you are putting that frequencies out there. Thank you, dear. I believe that. I believe that. Now the show goes out all over the world, 200 different countries. And down in Tennessee and down in North Carolina, Florida, wherever it goes, it goes. So I hope that people listening to me and all my people in my chat room, because they are totally involved with this show tonight, hopefully, you know, it might wake them up, you know, and say, hey, there are people who care. People who understand. People know what the hell's going on. And there's nothing more that, you know, that we got your backs the best that we can and how we can do it. You know what I mean? We got this. And you know what? Stephen says, Mr. Rosa says, we need to have cordial conversations to agree and disagree. Instead, I'm right and that's it. I'm sure this is affecting families and especially friends that you grew up. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. My cousins don't talk to me, and I don't know why. And it bothered me for a long time. But you know, right? You know what? You know, that's their choice. You know, and I'm okay with it today. You know, I'm okay. It's not bad. Love you too, Mr. Wojo. Love you too. Stoney says, it's the little things I'm grateful for. And Liz says, thank you for the great show, Sean. I have to go now. Good night, Sean. Good night, Liz. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Heidi says, agree. I can be civil all day long and still not like someone. That's the truth. We can do that. Stoney says, yep, learn to agree and disagree. It just shows room for growth. Listen, everybody, we hit the 50-minute mark. So, children, if you can, please go to your parents, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And parents, please go to your children, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents, and if you have no children, find somebody and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. Those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. And please, whoever's listening to this show, please say a prayer for the people in Tennessee, North Carolina, and Florida, because they really need it. Thank you for the hug. Thank you for everybody for being here. And I will definitely see you guys next Sunday, this Sunday coming up. And